Hey guys, it's me, Serarity, and today we're gonna try a bunch of LYS I bought. So I got their foundation, their concealer, their powders, and we're gonna try this out. I'm really excited. Let's go. LYS is actually Black owned. It's sold at Sephora. It has actually a very affordable for Sephora price point of like $25 around and under. So I think that's a pretty good price market they're in. The products I chose for today's video is products that intrigued me or what I was able to get at a certain time. This is not going to include like their newest launches of products. So we're going to start off with their foundation. And I got the shade TG6. Hopefully this looks like a good shade. I bought this online. You guys can see that. That is a perfect shade for me. It is claiming to be a serum foundation, and I find that is very accurate. It feels kind of hydrating. So I think if you're looking for like something that's gonna give such a natural looking finish for a foundation with a little bit of hydration, I think this could be the one for you. I would say this foundation leans in much more medium buildable coverage because I can kind of see my acne scars just a tad bit, but it is making it look beautiful. Like, I'm surprised. So I'm zooming you guys in so you can see what my skin looks like. It does look like it's covering a lot, but I really like this finish. And it does feel like a serum because I feel like you can kind of tell where the hydration is a little bit. So what we're going to try next is the LYS Triple Fix Concealer. This is supposed to be a brightening concealer. And I got the shade TN6, same as the foundation. The packaging is my least favorite because look what it does. Like, it's hard to push it in. Like, I kind of need to angle it and then push it down. So that's not my favorite. I don't know why. Maybe the tube in the middle needs to be bigger. Yeah, that's not my favorite. Okay, and I'm gonna put this on the back of my hand. And it looks pretty good. It looks like a brightening concealer for my complexion. What I actually enjoy so far is the texture. It feels kind of wet, but like in a good way. It feels like the seruminess of the foundation, but cooling and just a little bit liquidier, if that makes sense. I'm gonna use this brush to blend it out. I think the concealer leans on looking much more of a natural finish and not such as a brightening finish, but I did like the texture, but I hate the packaging. So the next thing I'm gonna do is take the brightening powder. We're gonna do it on one side so we can see if it did anything. So I'm going to use my Real Technique brush. So to be honest, so far I'm liking the powder underneath the eyes. If I'm comparing my powdered side so far to my non-powdered side, the powdered side, I can tell there's a slight brightening effect underneath my eyes, not too much, but just enough. And it kind of blurring my under eye comparing to my non-powdered eye. So I'm gonna just go ahead and finish powdering up. Next product I got is the LYS, I believe the bronzer stick in the shade Courage. The packaging looks gorgeous. This is what it looks like so far. Even without completely zooming in, that looks gorgeous. Okay, this is what it's looking like on the back of my hand on my bare skin. It's gonna definitely give me like a bronzing effect, I can tell, but I'm wondering if it's going to give slightly a warmish contour because it feels like it's going to do just that. So I'm going to just do is just apply it to one side so you can see if it does anything. Kind of like that. So upon like just applying it on my face, I can tell right now it's very pigmented. Like, I'm kind of worried how it's gonna blend, if it's gonna be too creamy, but we're gonna chew it. I'm gonna be using my loved and trusted LYS stippling brush that I absolutely love. So I'm gonna zoom you guys and to see what's happening. I think I put too much here, so now knowing I will probably put less. It looks gorgeous, but I would need to keep blending, and I feel like I have nowhere else for this to blend. I might be able to blend this underneath. The cheek I might have to go over with a tad bit more foundation. Honestly say I'm completely impressed by this because it is very pigmented, it's very creamy compared to some other my cream bronzes in my collection, but this isn't for a beginner personally, in my opinion, because you can go easily overboard. I think that this is salvageable by putting a little bit more foundation on top of this, but yeah, I think there's a learning curve with this bronzer. Next is the cream blushes by LYS. I got this from their holiday collection they released like last year, and the shades I got are Unforgettable, Grateful, and Empower. So I'm gonna go with Empower because this is the one that they have in their permanent line, and I did a short on this which I went more into depth, but overall this is an interesting formula where it has like some kaolin clay to help hold the makeup longer, but it's a cream blush, so it's like a satin matte cream blush. And I think that this is going to be an interesting product overall to have in my collection. And I'm just going to go in with this onto my face. So this is what it looks like afterwards. I think for a cream blush, it's very pigmented. I am slightly impressed. It does have that satin matte finish like it claims. I got the LYS liquid highlighter in called Brave. So this is what it looks like. This is a swatch down. This is kind of it rubbed in just to give you guys an idea. So I'm just going to apply with my finger to the high points of my cheeks. I would say the highlighter does a good job at like not picking up the blush at all. I can see my blush still peek through. It looks like it melts in together beautifully, to be honest. It melts in my nose and my chin really easily. So this feels like a very effortless, very easy to use liquid highlighter. So I think this is probably one of my favorite products I've tried so far. So the last product I've got is their lip product called Glossy Lip Treatment Oil. And I'll try this out on my lips. Thought on this product is that it's very, very thick. It takes a bit to squeeze it out to apply it on the lips. A little goes a long way. I think it applied evenly, especially for a lip oil treatment. Kind of reminds me of Black Honey, but a little bit more nourishing and thick for the lips. But I kind of feel it on my lips, if that makes sense. So that's it, guys. That's all I've tried from LYS. Everything I was interested in trying from them. From first impression, I'm actually impressed, especially with the complexion product, the foundation, the concealer. Super impressed with those. The bronzer contour sticks, I definitely think those takes a little bit of work. They're creamier products because it just there's a method to it. I think I understand it, but I think for beginner it might be tricky. The blush will be, I think, easier for beginners as well a little bit. And the highlighter was effortless. I enjoyed the highlighter the most, I think. I know what you guys think and what else should I try. I might be trying a full face of LYS soon. I'm really excited to try that. But I hope you stay happy today. I hope you have a beautiful day.